Good evening,
There he is.
Drew.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, not too bad about yourself.
Oh, it was a week. It was a week.
Yeah, I can imagine you had a rich full week.
Yeah. It was like my last like full week of work because
Okay.
my official last day is next Wednesday.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah, a lot of emotions, very emotional. And we're recording on a Saturday because I had some friends in town that were here to celebrate. So we did like the Thursday, Friday March Madness thing.
Okay.
We went downtown and they were staying downtown, and I just went down there both days and watched basketball games and drank and had good food. So
Cool. Very cool.
yeah, I had a really interesting piece of piece of food. Uh,
Okay. That's a weird way of putting it. Piece of food. Okay.
yeah. So Paul, what is it that I like more than anything else when I like to eat?
I don't
That's right,
know.
tacos.
Okay. Tacos. Okay. Yeah.
So we
Okay.
were downtown Thursday,
Uh-huh.
and I just want to. I'm not so much plugging this restaurant because I have very mixed feelings about this restaurant. But apparently, there is a restaurant called Agave and Rye. I don't know if you've ever
Okay.
been to one.
I have not.
I am told that these exist multiple places, and I can actually validate that.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like they're a Midwestern thing, as far south as Tennessee, and it looks like there's one up in Detroit. Anyway, there's one in kind of near the convention center in Columbus, because that's where everybody was kind of staying, and that's where we did most of our hanging out. So if you go to their menu, Paul,
Okay. Going there.
um,
Menu.
open menu,
Mm-hmm.
they have a very interesting menu.
Okay. Blame it on tequila, it says. Got it.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, a lot of tequila based things in here because
Okay.
Mexican.
Right.
And they have, listen, they have these fancy tacos. They're like $8 a taco.
Woof.
But I didn't get that.
Okay.
I'd been enjoying a few libations
Okay.
during the day, and there's a section on this menu labeled "not a taco."
Not a taco. Okay.
Not a taco.
Yeah.
I had the Epic Crunch Burger Wrap,
Okay.
and it was wonderful. It was
So,
wonderful. It was a hamburger without a bun, and it was like wrapped in a little tortilla with bacon and cheese and lettuce and tomato.
they make like a hamburger burrito. Is that what they did?
That's exactly what these guys did. They were just crazy enough to try it. And it was
Huh.
really good. It was
Huh.
really fucking good. I filled up on chips though, so I wasn't able to finish it because like it was basically like two hamburger patties in there. It was actually it was a lot of food, like a lot of food.
Huh.
It was
Huh.
between that or the Cheetos fire chicken Sammy
Ooh.
because we love our Cheetos
We
on
do.
this show.
We do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, that was really interesting. So it was hamburger, which is what you
Mhm.
expect, and then like cheese,
Okay.
wrapped in. It was like wrapped in a tortilla, but like the outer tortilla was just like a tortilla, but then there was like another tortilla inside, like tortillas all the way down, where the inside was like a fried tortilla, and that's where like the cheese lived.
Okay.
Was absolutely wonderful. I got ketchup all over myself because I thought the ketchup was going to come on the side.
Mm.
No. The ketchup was like drizzled on it. And there was no good way to pick this thing up that wasn't messy. But it was good. So if you find yourself in a situation where you are in agave and rye, you don't want to pay $24 for 3 tacos because 3 I think is the universally accepted good number of tacos to eat.
That's a good floor.
It's a good floor.
That's a good floor. Yeah.
But, when you're down here,
Yeah.
getting the bee's knees for $7.25, I don't know what cowboy candy is, and I'm afraid to look that up.
But,
Yeah.
Hmm.
But no, good place, good thing. Okay. We've got a little grab bag of stuff
We do.
sort of go through here. So where do you want to start?
I mean, I'm just gonna work down the list.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Just someplace you want to start.
Nope.
Okay. The season finale of The Last of Us aired last Sunday, and that's some good fine. That's some damn good television, Drew.
Damn good television,
Damn
huh?
good television. It was absolutely perfect. It was perfect. It
Okay.
was just wonderful. The whole thing. It was great. I highly recommend it. I'm going to say something that's I'm still forming my opinions on this, and I'm in the process of rewatching The Last of Us, but I think it may be my new favorite television show.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's extremely strong language, and
It
I'm going
is.
to ask you to maybe sleep on that.
Mhm.
I don't think you want to jump right to that conclusion because I don't know how Buffy would feel about that.
Well, I've been sleeping on it. I've even told my wife this. I'm like, this is a big moment here, but I think it's better than Buffy.
Okay.
It's only one. It's only one season. It's one season, but whew, it's so good, Drew. So
Okay.
good.
I
Oh.
am willing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to let you play in this space.
Okay.
And I'm willing to let you have like new daddy, right? Like I'm willing to let you like explore this, okay?
Oh yes.
I think it is rash
Okay.
for you to
Okay.
jump to that conclusion. Now, I will
Okay.
grant you this. I am sure that there are seasons of Buffy that are better than other seasons of
Oh,
Buffy.
absolutely. Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe this lives somewhere in the middle.
It could be. It could be. Yeah.
Okay.
Could be.
I just don't want to see you go through a messy divorce. I don't want to see that.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm allowed to.
Yeah, you're allowed to like what you like.
I'm
I'm not here to
what I
yuck your
like.
yum.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have HBO. I had no desire to watch the show. I had never played The Last of Us, although I think I can play The Last of Us on PC now. I should probably.
I don't think it's out yet.
Really? I thought it was like middle of
Maybe-
March. Well, here I can actually look.
Internet says March 28th.
God damn. Yeah, you're right. You're right. This game only supports Japanese interface / VoIP for customers in Japan. What? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, March 28th. You're right. Anyway, so I really didn't have a desire to see this. And I took your word for it that was good. But here's how I know this show is good.
Okay.
There are a lot of people in circles that I travel that were watching this show that I don't think have ever played a video game singular.
Yeah.
That loved it.
Yeah.
And were asking me about it because they heard that it was based on a video game. And I would tell them like, hey, I haven't played these games and I don't know anything about it. But apparently it is very critically received. Now, of course, because we live in the age of the internet where everything is awful and terrible, we're in one of those like backlash to the backlash scenarios right now where people are sort of dissecting the finale. And I have read a few articles where people are like, oh, they really made Ellie this other character. And like, these internet nerds are dissecting it a little bit. And these aren't like armchair internet nerds like on Reddit. These are people with a platform on sites that I read. I mean, does any of that bother you, or are you pretty happy with how they handled everything?
You know what? Like, I'm very happy with how they handled everything. I have no complaints, no notes, and like, so, like I remember like both of these games, right? The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 have been no stranger to controversy, right? Like they are very intense, like stories. They do not. There is no good guy. There is no happy ending. It's very, very intense. Things that you expect to happen, like all the tropes, they do not happen. And people, like especially like around the ending, even when the game came out, people were like upset and dissecting it and controversies. And then obviously with like Last of Us Part 2, people were upset that, oh God, you burly woman can't have that. Strong woman bad.
Right.
And all that kind of hatred. And like with the show, like they're not going to just like take the cutscenes of the video game and make that a show, because that wouldn't be a good show. Yeah, they're going to change it. The each actor and actress is going to bring their own thing to the characters. So like you just have to like, it is like it's a retelling of the same story, right? It's like the same themes, the same overarching, like the point of the story is still there. It is just told in a slightly different way because it's a different medium. Like if it was, and they did it. a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic. Just they absolutely knocked it out of the park. So
now they have already committed to a second season.
Yes.
And I'm assuming they are basically going to tell the story of The Last of Us Part 2.
What I have read and kind of, because obviously like I'm all in on this, like I'm deep in everything. From what I've heard, they're planning on to make it 2 seasons, and it's going to cover the second video game. But they will not finish the story in one season.
Oh, okay. Yep. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember reading about all the controversy about when they released the second game and everything. And I don't know, like reading the reviews and, you know, I read all the spoilers because at the time I didn't, and I still don't have a PlayStation, so like I wasn't going to play it. I mean, I know what happens, and I know the evolution of the characters, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would watch that. Now,
yeah.
My last question about this, right, is that the games themselves are very violent. Yes.
Yes.
Especially the second one, I think, right?
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
Were they pretty grisly with it in the show?
Yeah, so obviously they try to ground it in more realism, right? Because, you know, like, and it's a video game, right? So, like, you know, you're constantly getting shot and you're just like, ooh, I'm just going to wrap a Band-Aid on that and I'm fine. Like, you know, that doesn't make good television and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, like, it's not jam-packed with violence, but when violence is applied, they do not, like, it can get really gory, really, really, really intense. So... Yeah. Okay. And you can say, like, you know, there's lots of themes, but I would say one of the themes is kind of, you know, like the you know, dealing with the aftermath of violence, whatever that is. But yeah, and they do a really good job of, you know, like obviously one of the main characters is Joel, played by, you know, Mr. Pascal. And he's a very violent person, and the way they kind of like explored that and showed that into his character I think was done really well on the show. So yeah cool. It's a show about awful people who love each other. There it is.
Awful people who love each other.
It's good. Highly recommended. It's like get a month of HBO Max, chew through them, cancel, just do it, or find it off the back of the truck. Whatever you need to do. Watch the show.
Have you completely rewatched it already?
No. I'm only a few episodes into my second rewatch so far. But I have started my first replay of The Last of Us Part 2, the video game. I've kind of avoided that because that game is intense, but I am giving it. I figured, you know what? Now's a good time to play it. You know, just kind of get the story back in my head. So when the show comes out in probably like a year, it's a little bit more fresh. But yeah,
cool, buddy. I'm glad that it lived up to all of the hype and all the expectation. I would love to watch it. I really would. It's just one of those things where I'll have to like go create like a fake email account and sign up for HBO for like the 4th time. Yeah. I'm sure I will.
I'm sure
I will get around to it.
I'm sure you could probably, you know, find it somewhere on the internet as well.
I gotta be honest, man. I really don't download movies off the internet anymore.
I don't do that either. But I know people that do. So
yeah, no, and oh no, listen, I'm not the fun police. Like, live your life, right?
Yep.
It's just the process of finding a reputable place to do it that you're not gonna like ruin a credit card or ruin your credit score in the process, right? Is so problematic. If there's something I really want to watch, I will find a way to watch it. I mean, interestingly enough, talk about rewatching things that we love. I am in the process of rewatching all of Mad Men, and Mad Men is, I think it has solidified itself as my number 2 favorite TV show of all time.
Okay. Behind the Wire, of course.
Behind the Wire. I mean, it's very, very hard to get to where the Wire is in my heart, for reasons that we'll talk about later in the show. But like, if I were to rattle off like TV shows that I love, I mean, I love The Office. I like Parks and Rec. I was a very, very late comer to 30 Rock, and I love 30 Rock. That show is so hilariously well written. And, of course, The Wire. And just, I'm sure there's other shows I'm not even thinking about, but like in my head, those are the ones that I really go, if they're on, I could watch any episode of them. I've seen them all 100 times. I know them. I could watch them. Mad Men has supplanted a lot of those shows and has gone like right to like right behind The Wire, basically, because that show is, again, very well written and the actors are all amazing. And I know that it's good because sometimes it's literally hard to watch how people are so self-destructive in that show. There are points of that show that are very hard to watch. I also find it interesting that the last playthrough of Mad Men that I did was when I was in between my last 2 jobs, and now here I am again rewatching Mad Men as I'm getting ready to switch jobs yet again. So the timing is weird. But anyway, the reason I bring that up is I have the first 5 seasons of Mad Men on DVD.
Okay.
I cannot find seasons 6 and 7 on DVD anywhere.
Huh.
And I've scoured Amazon. Every time I'm in the neighborhood, I stop by like a Half Price Books to see if I can pick it up cheap. I have a really hard time finding those in stock anywhere. Preferably, I could walk into a Half Price Books and buy an entire season for like $10, right? That's my preferred method of doing it. But it's getting to the point where I've almost watched all 5 of the seasons that I have, and I want to like continue on because honestly, season 5 is kind of a bummer. 6 and 7 are great. I think 5 is one of the lower points of the series, in my opinion. But yeah, I really want to get those. But again, the reason I bring that up is I'm sure I could go online and download them, but I'm not going to go hunting for that. Like, I'm not going to hook up to the Tor network. Like, I don't want an Onion browser or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't want to deal with any of that. I don't care about the dark web enough.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm very confused about the 15-inch MacBook Air.
Yeah.
If it exists.
Have you followed it? Like, have you heard any of these rumors?
Only on other podcasts, briefly.
Yeah, so I put a link in here to Mac Rumors because they did a really good job of, like, much like what their site says, they literally just compiled all of the different rumors that have come out about this chip. But the basics of it is, it's my beloved MacBook Air.
Yep.
Only bigger. It's rumored to be a 15-inch MacBook Air, which I can't imagine what the battery life would be on that thing, assuming they just make the battery bigger. Like, the battery would like last a week. Like, I would just, it would be absolutely bonkers.
The battery life on like my M1 MacBook Pro.
Yeah,
I barely have to charge it.
Yeah,
I barely have to charge it.
They're absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I don't know, but like this machine would be very, very tempting to me, Drew. Very tempting to me.
Oh, me too.
Oh, like, yeah, just perfect. And like, there's some rumors that like, okay, so it's not going to have the fancy display that the pros have. Whatever. I don't use my laptop as a laptop that much. I've heard like some of the rumors are it's going to have an M3 in it. That'd be cool. There's other rumors where like they'll offer like an M2 Pro. Like, that would be just phenomenal. Like, heck, I would take an M2 Pro 15-inch MacBook Air. Oh my goodness, that machine would be freaking amazing. Oh, yeah.
Launch by summer.
Yeah, or April, depending on which rumor you look at. Yeah.
But they typically do new product launches twice a year, right?
I mean, new Apple kind of ship things when they're ready.
That's true.
So, yeah, but who knows? Like, I mean, I kind of find like April to be more likely because I kind of imagine like this summer is going to be all about the headset. So,
well, I mean, when I bought my M1 Pro towards the end of last year, one of the main reasons I got the M1 Pro that I got is I wanted the bigger screen and I did want the nicer display. So this would meet half of my requirements. So like as a daily driver laptop that I could lug around, if it was 15 inches And I get it. It's not going to have what is it, ProMotion or what do they call it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not going to have the 120 hertz display. It's not going to be HDR. It's like
yeah. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think I am too.
I think I'm okay with that. I mean, it'd be one of those things because I'm with you. Like when my laptop is here at home, I just have it plugged into the monitor. I literally use the laptop display for Teams and Spotify, period. So I could totally see myself being totally fine with this if it's hooked up to a monitor all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, interestingly enough, my new job will be sending me another M1 MacBook Pro.
Nice.
Yeah. So my M1 MacBook Pro is now like officially just for me and my side business.
Good.
Which means I will probably end up selling my other MacBook Pro. But
okay.
Anyway, this I kind of want this to be true because let's face it, the Pro line of Macs are quite pricey.
They are, and they're more than I need right now in my life. Like,
yeah,
they just are. They are.
Yeah. Now, I mean, you still mess around with things like Stable Diffusion and stuff like that, but this will still do that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be as fast and like it's not going to be able to sustain those loads as much and maintain that performance as like the Pros. But then again, like it's so thin. It's so thin.
Yes.
Oh.
and I never liked the original MacBook Air because when it was closed, it wasn't flat. But these new ones apparently are flat, right?
They're flat. Yeah. I did like the taper. The taper.
I didn't like the taper. I did not like the taper.
I like the taper.
I'm sure they'll like the taper title. I don't know. I like the other title I put in
there. They're both good. They're both good, Drew.
All right. Well, it could be a game time decision.
You are very talented when it comes to titles for these episodes. Very talented.
I suffer for my art. Okay, like
very talented.
Yeah, this is exciting. How much have they talked about pricing in this?
No.
Well, if we just cruise on over to apple.com and we go to Mac and we do MacBook Air,
I would guess if you kept
M2
all of the
MacBook
specs,
Air.
everything the same, I'm gonna guess it's gonna cost like $300 to $400 more.
I think that's probably fair. I would probably say the M2 is currently $1199 for the smallest one, but that's only 8 gigs of RAM.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you $1499 is the big boy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can crank that baby up to over $2,000. Ask me how I know.
Yeah. So $200 for 16 gigs is going to put you at $1699. So probably about $2,000 for the 15-inch would be right in line. I think.
I'm gonna guess that because mine has 24 gigs of RAM and it's got 2 terabytes of storage. I'm gonna guess that machine's gonna be closer to $3,000 if it's for the 15-inch.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the current MacBook Pros in a 16-inch, which they were saying these were 15-inch, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So the 16-inch with 16 gigs of RAM is $2,500.
Okay.
So maybe $2,000 is the sweet spot. Maybe a little bit less.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would buy it. I would 100% buy it. I just
Absolutely.
hope maybe it'll come in more fun colors.
Yeah. Apple, don't be a coward. Give us colors.
Okay. Quick diversion here.
Mm-hmm.
I need your honest opinion on something because when I start my new job, I will be able to purchase new headphones.
Okay.
I have always wanted AirPod Maxes. Don't do it. Okay. See, that's all. So you got to tell me, right? I was going to ask you, do you still wear yours?
I use them for like Teams meetings and stuff like that.
And I will still have to do that. And I love my AirPods, but I don't like listening to music with my AirPods in.
Yeah, I don't listen to music with them. I mean, they sound okay. The AirPods Max, they sound great. The noise cancellation works wonderfully. The microphones are good enough. They look nice. They are too heavy. They're too heavy.
They're too heavy.
There it is. They are so heavy. They're made out of aluminum and stainless steel. You know what's lighter than that? Plastic. That's why headphones are made out of plastic, because it's light. They're too heavy. So like if I'm going to be on a meeting for like a long period of time where like I know it's going to last like 3 hours, I will not wear them because they will give me a headache.
Okay.
I think the product is inherently flawed. Now if they came out with a new version with like the same audio technology that maybe folded up and had some plastic on it so they were lighter, I'd say I'd recommend those 100%. Everything, like the audio properties of them are wonderful. The physical properties of them are lacking. I would say go to an Apple store and try them on. Because the first thing you will notice is a vice-like feeling as it like pushes into your, like it clamps on your skull. They're not comfortable.
I mean, are they adjustable? Can they be less clampy?
No. I mean, you can make them fit your head, but they are still heavy no matter what you do. Yeah.
Okay.
I would not. I everybody who has asked me, "What do you think of them?" I'm like, "They're great headphones. Don't buy them."
Oh God. Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. So then, if you, Paul Baylor, were in the market for headphones,
okay,
what do you got?
I mean, what's your use case? Like, do you want them to have like a microphone, like a noise canceling kind of headphone?
A microphone would be secondary. Noise canceling, I think, would have to be a must.
I also have a pair. I got them refurbished for a good deal. Of the latest Sony's, the WH-1000 MX4.
So that I have a pair of those now that are currently what's on my head, and I love them. They're older and they're busted. So heads up, if you're like me and you're made of like 42% earwax, earwax will make its way into the little pockets inside your headphone, and they will gunk up the sensors that are responsible for noise canceling, and it will create this hideous feedback loop. And if you're like me and you don't put on the noise canceling except for like, oh, I'm on an airplane, I want to turn on noise canceling, and you put on the headphones and then you hit the button and then you hear in your ears because of earwax. Yeah.
I'm not aware of that. Okay, well,
yeah.
I don't know, Drew. Man.
Yeah, I have the blue XM4s. The XM5s look interesting. Oh God, that really hurt when I made that noise. I don't know. The XM5s look pretty cool. I don't know. I think these have a microphone, don't they?
Oh, they do. Actually, you know what? I may have. Is the 5s what I have? Those look like what I have. I think I do have the 5s.
Oh, maybe you have the 5s.
I think I do have the 5s.
Okay.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I love using these headphones on my gaming PC because they have really good dynamic range for games and music and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I do have the 5s. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I have. They're good. They're good. They're just, comparing them to like AirPods Max, I don't think the noise canceling is quite as good. Like their version of transparency mode is also not as good, but they sound good. They're comfortable. They don't like weigh. Like hold on. Apple.
Yeah, compare. I'll tell you how heavy these ones are.
Wait. AirPods Max weigh 385 grams.
385 grams. Okay, let me get the specifications on here.
Okay.
Download firmware. Reviews and questions. Nope. See more features. How do I get the specifications on this?
I don't know. I'm gonna ask Google.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, it says 8.8 ounces. So let's convert that to grams.
Oh boy, we're getting all imperial in here.
This is 2 grams, 249.
So what were the max?
385.
So 385 minus what?
So they're about 130. They're basically like 130 grams heavier.
Okay. That's a lot of grams.
It's a lot of grams.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, maybe I do need to go to try them on. Plus, I don't like having big headphones on my head when I'm on meeting. I like the AirPods for that. They're in ear and they just look nicer. I don't know. Maybe that's me. The other thing I wanted to tell you is I finally was able to order an Opal camera.
Oh, okay.
And that is living on my Mac, and it's wonderful.
Yeah.
It is very nice. It is very sleek. I really like it. The software is also very good.
I'm glad you got it now because the software has been hit or miss for a while. They finally, the last update made it run a lot cooler. Just to give you a warning, it will crash at the most inopportune times, and your camera will just stop working. That will happen to you.
Interesting. Is it because the software is quote unquote in beta?
Yeah, or it gets too hot. I'm not sure what the problem is.
Do you think that's more of a function of Teams than the camera, though?
I don't know. It could be how they interact with each other. It could be. I mean,
do you run yours in 4K or no?
No. I usually just run it in 1080 because it's good enough for Teams messaging. So, I mean, you at 1080 you will still look better than everybody else on your phone call.
Yeah.
You just will.
The camera built into the LG display is okay-ish. It's okay-ish.
It's awful.
The camera on my MacBook Pro, though, is pretty good.
Yeah. In fact, I actually have the camera on my LG 5K Ultrafine taped over with black electrical tape. Well, because I don't want to accidentally use it.
Yeah.
Ever.
I put the Opal on top of my LG, and it's like half covering the camera. Yeah. So basically the same thing. Anyway,
mostly also because I don't. Developers of Teams, can you just remember what camera I used last time? Like just once,
tasking a lot.
Just once,
a lot.
I would enjoy it if I didn't have to change that every single time. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I would offer to file a complaint for you, but All right. Speaking of stuff we want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I don't know if you've noticed, Drew, but it's the 1-year anniversary of the Steam Deck, and Steam had their first ever sale on them, 10% off. And I was like, fuck it. I bought one. I do not have it yet. It is, according to Steam, it is packaged, but not yet shipped. I said it to say fuck it, and I ordered a Steam Deck.
I did see. So which one did you get?
I got the middle one.
So the one that's 476.
Yes. Yeah. The 256.
Faster storage, carrying case, and Steam Community Profile Bundle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
That's the one I got. The
256 gigs though. Do you plan on replacing the storage?
I did some research, and everyone kind of recommended like, hey, like it's good enough. Like you can put an SD card in there. Yeah, the games are a little bit slower, but it's mostly fine. Everyone was kind of like, just the general consensus by every site I looked, like the sweet spot is the middle one, and only like the big feature of the highest tier, it wasn't so much the storage as it was the etched glass.
Right.
Like if you're gonna play this outside at all, get the big one because the glass is better. I don't go outside ever, so I just got the middle one. I just got it. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'm more excited right now about the emulation story on the Steam Deck than I am actually about playing Steam games on it. But
all right, tell me more about that, because I don't know anything about that.
So there's this. It's not so much a set of software as it is like an install script that will manage everything for you. There's this thing called EmuDeck. You basically run it, and it will install all the emulators for you, configure things, except for like BIOS files, which you have to find on your own. But again, I have all the BIOS files already. Apparently it does GameCube and PS2 both very, very well.
Interesting.
So I'm kind of excited to try that. Yes, apparently you just install this EmuDeck and you're off to the races. So yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That might have changed the equation for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still on sale, Drew. Still on sale.
Looks like you can get the middle one, if I'm doing the math correctly, about $50 off.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah,
that's not too. Well, how was shipping?
What did I end up? I think shipping was free. Hold on. The okay, so yeah, it was $529, $35 in shipping. Yeah, no, maybe $35 in tax, no shipping. Yep.
Okay.
So shipping was free. Yeah.
Was there any expedited shipping option or no?
No. You just put in your stuff and you wait.
Huh.
Their current, what are they saying now? Like 1 to 2 weeks.
1 to 2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
But yours was probably faster.
I mean, I just ordered it on Wednesday. So mine has now been packaged. So I'll probably get it in a week. I imagine it'll be here, middle of the next week. So
now, are there any PC games you want to play on this at all?
I mean, I'm gonna play Vampire Survivors on it.
Well,
That's naturally. Let's see. What was I looking at? They had a list of like the top 100 games on there that work well. What was I thinking about? Shit.
You should play Elden Ring on it.
No, probably I'm not gonna play Elden Ring. I like myself too much.
I really liked it. As much as I bitched about it, I really liked it.
I know you did.
Were you a Stardew Valley person?
I never finished Stardew Valley, but I put like 30 hours into it and I did enjoy it. So that's a possibility as well. You know what? Like, Marvel Midnight Suns. I've heard that game is weird, but I'd buy it for half off.
Yeah.
Apparently that's Steam compatible. See what else was on there. Apparently it also runs Fallout New Vegas really well, so I might have to brush that game off. It's been a while since I played that sucker.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just
Teardown is good fun.
Teardown? Okay.
Teardown is very good fun.
Okay.
I think I'm going through the same list you are right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of these I don't think are really your jam. Oh, Resident Evil Village. That's a good game.
Yeah, I'm not so much into horror video games too much.
No, that's fair.
Teardown.
Deep Rock Galactic is pretty fun. Teardown is awesome.
All right, that's going. Oh Jesus! That's the game?
It's voxel. It's all voxels. So there's a sandbox mode, and you can download mods that add like nukes and all sorts of like T-Rexes that'll chase you around.
That's bonkers.
But there's also a campaign where there's objectives. It's a lot of fun. I bought it when it first came out, but it's gotten a lot better. Rogue Legacy is pretty fun. I don't know if you ever played that game.
I have. I don't think I've played that.
You should look into that one.
I wonder how. I keep hearing about Pizza Tower.
I don't know what Pizza Tower is.
So it is. It's a platforming inspired by the. It's not WarioWare, the Wario Land platforming games.
Okay.
So it's a spiritual successor to that, and those are always very, very, very fun. I wonder if that runs well. I'm gonna add that to my wish list too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna see where things take me. I'm gonna see where it takes me.
I'm excited for you. I'm what I'm really interested to hear, even if it costs me an extra $50, is really how the PlayStation emulation story is when you get it, because that to me is like the holy grail of what I want out of emulation right now. Like I'm lousy with devices in this house that can do everything up to, well, I really don't even have something that could do N64 that well. But if I had a device that could do N64 and PlayStation 2, I would be super happy. Because you bought that one, and I almost bought the one that you have.
The Odin.
Yeah. I almost bought that. But if this does what you're advertising,
I'm hoping.
Yeah. You'll have to give me like an unvarnished review, because I might finally buy one of these. A lot of my friends have Steam Decks and they love them.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to experience Cyberpunk, like, for real.
I played Well, I mean, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Skyrim with mods, Paul. Think about it.
That's always a possibility.
If you've ever wanted the biggest penis you've ever seen on a character, you could make that happen.
I mean,
I have links for you.
I can't think of anything that I'd want more. So
yeah. There's some really interesting mods out there. That's pretty much all I'll say.
I'm sure. Yes.
Cool. Well, that's exciting, buddy. I did see that it was on sale. I've had other. It's coming up on lawn care season for me, so my funds are a little tied up for a little while. But If this thing does what you advertise, I will probably buy one.
Okay.
Okay. Shifting gears for a minute. We already talked about this a little bit. Lance Reddick died.
Yeah.
And
kind of like he wasn't
60 years
young.
old.
Yeah.
60 years old. We were talking about The Wire earlier. He is one of the main characters in The Wire.
Yeah.
I had seen Lance Reddick in other roles. He's been on like TV shows here and there. He's been in and out of movies as like a bit player here and there. Outside of John Wick, I don't think anybody really knows him for anything other than The Wire.
Yeah.
The other thing that he was sort of known for was Destiny.
Yeah. Oh, he also is a very important character in the Horizon video games.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Good guy or bad guy?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
I good intentions, bad implementation. How about that?
Okay, fine.
Yeah, he played Silas, something like that. I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, he plays it. Yeah, but he's Commander what's his face in Destiny.
Yep, Commander Zavala.
Yep.
Which Commander Zavala in Destiny is a huge role. Now, obviously, The Wire has been off TV forever, and they just finished John Wick 4, which
they did.
I didn't know we're going to get that kind of mileage out of John Wick, but they're actually pretty fun movies, if I'm being honest.
They are. They're
pretty fun movies.
Turn your brain off.
Shit. Yeah.
The action choreography is just so good. Yeah.
But, Destiny still has legs on it, and Commander Zavala is a really important guy.
Yeah.
So I'm genuinely curious what they're going to do for him now that he's sort of, not able to do that anymore. But it really bums me out because I like Destiny and I like Commander Zavala. I play the same class. Like he was sort of the main Titan guy, right? And yes. I play a Titan class in that game. So, I guess you could say it was pretty Titan. Serious.
Yeah, I played Titan in my last playthrough as well. Yeah.
But again, The Wire has such a special place in my heart, and Cedric Daniels, or Lieutenant Daniels, as the character that he plays in that, is a guy that goes through a lot, who gets put in really tough positions, but you first meet him and you're like, well, this guy's a huge hard ass and he's an ass kisser and he's trying to do what the department wants him to do, but then the degenerates that he has to like manage sort of help him see the reality of his situation. And he goes through this whole character arc, and he goes through a divorce, and he gets married to another character, and then he ends up actually sort of getting what he wants. And again, part of the reason that The Wire is so good is there are no winners in The Wire. There's only losers, right? Yeah. Just like you talk about with The Last of Us, like nobody wins in The Wire. It doesn't matter who you root for. It doesn't matter who you want to see come out on top. Everybody loses. People just lose to different degrees. There's literally only one character who comes out of that show in a better place than when the show started, but at cost that I cannot even begin to describe to you. But again, because that show means so much to me and I love it, and I just was really sort of bummed out about that. And I'm not a guy who normally gets bummed out about celebrity deaths. Like I don't, people die. That's what happens. But man, too young, just way too young.
Yeah.
You have to watch The Wire. I'm sick of your shit.
I started it. I just didn't get into it.
How far did you get?
Like halfway through the first season, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't get to the episode that was titled "The Cost," did you?
I don't remember.
It was if you only made it halfway, it's towards the end.
I started watching West Wing for the first time.
That's a good show,
and I'm kind of hooked on that. So
West Wing's good. Law and Order's Law and Order is one of my secret shames.
Yeah,
I can fuck with a Law and Order if I get to a hotel early on a business trip, and it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. It's like, okay, well, we're not meeting to dinner for another 2 hours. Guess I'm gonna just lay in my underwear and watch Law and Order so my clothes don't get wrinkled.
Oh, that's great.
Anyway, I'm just super bummed out about that.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Kind of sad.
His voice is so distinctive, man.
It
just
really
absolutely is.
It really is.
Just that buttery smooth. Just
Yeah. And he's like, and he plays like I said, he plays kind of a hard ass in The Wire, so he has like an extra little edge in his voice. He's just
nice.
Such a great character, and he played him so well. So super bummed about Lance Reddick. So, okay, last topic of the night.
Okay,
I bought a pen.
You bought a pen.
I bought a pen.
Okay, what pen did you buy?
I won't bury the lead. I bought a Uni Jetstream Edge ballpoint pen.
Okay, link please.
It's coming.
Okay.
Why isn't my paste working? There we go.
Okay, there's the link. I see
now, Paul.
Okay.
I'll get the important question out of the way first. I bought white with the red.
Okay.
It's black ink, but it's a white pen, silver grip, and like the clip that you would clip this onto is red.
Okay. It's only $15.
Only $15 for one pen.
Still, yeah.
Refillable.
Okay, but I said when you put in "I bought a pen," I expected like $100 pen.
I'm not a highfalutin pen guy. However, I am. See, here's my thing. I have tried OneNote. I've tried Bear. I've tried other applications. My notes get lost. I'm really bad about keeping them up to date.
Okay.
I do better when I make a list in a notepad or a notebook next to my desk about what I'm working on and where things are.
Okay.
So to that end, I love having a pen.
Gross.
I was a big rollerball guy for a while, but the ink always smears, and I've had a real hard time finding something I like writing with. But if you're looking at the website that I just linked you here, tell me what you notice about this pen.
What do I notice about?
Notice anything weird about this pen?
Well, first of all, that clip is very intense looking. Very intense.
I mean, I think it's metal, but it's not nearly as intense as you think. Okay. It's a neat design.
Okay. It is not round.
No, it's not.
Sides.
It's got flat sides, but the grip is more cylindrical.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Is it big?
No, it is canonical pen shape.
Pen shaped. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Wait, it looks like it's very fine tipped.
It is a very fine tip. It is the smallest roller ball because it's a ballpoint. Remember, right? And it's not even rollerball. It's a ballpoint.
Okay.
Right. So it's not a marker and it's not a roller ball. It is a ballpoint.
Okay.
And it is 0.28 millimeters. It is like writing with a mechanical pencil.
Interesting.
It writes very crisp and very small. So when I'm taking notes, it's very clean. It's very crisp. You don't have to press super hard for it. I love this motherfucker. This pen is amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I'm a big mechanical pencil guy, but because I'm an oily, greasy, gross person, what happens is if I'm taking notes and I run my hand over the page, that graphite doesn't stay.
True.
Right? This pen dries very fast because it's a ballpoint, and it writes so crisp. And they actually have, if you're like looking at some of the pictures here, where they're showing some of the sample writing, where they show you the different sizes. Like I got the 0.28.
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering getting a 0.38 as well, because this is almost too fine. I like it very much, but I kind of want to get the 0.38 to compare. So if you're in the market for a pen that you want like really good crisp writing, they sell these on Amazon.
Okay.
That's where I got mine. And you can also get them at JetPens, but
okay.
JetPens is a really cool website. I think we've actually been on this website.
We've been here. We have been here before,
right? Yes. And I it took me this long to finally find a pen, and this was recommended, by the way. I stumbled upon this upon TikTok of all things, where people were ranking pens. That's where my algorithm's at. There was a period of time where it was all porn. Now it's dogs, pens, and Destiny content. Like that's it. Like that's all I get on TikTok now.
Okay, interesting.
Actually, that reminds me. I'm actually going to go on Amazon right now and see if I can get a .38.
Okay.
Uni Jetstream ballpoint pen. Yeah, there's a Prussian blue body. Oh, it's considerably cheaper than the one I bought. Oh, but they also have refills. Can I get it in another color? Oh, yes, I can. Black. Oh, that's not the same pen.
I do like the dark blue color looks good.
The dark blue color does look very nice. They also have that green is actually pretty cool too.
It is. It's kind of like iridescent, shimmery. Which
Yeah,
my wife likes. My wife
mint green.
Like
yeah, I'm gonna do green. I'm gonna do green. .38, add to cart, boom, done. Proceed to checkout. Let's fucking go.
I think my wife would really like that.
There you go. Look how much I helped you today. Place my order. Done. Tomorrow, March 19th. Really? Okay. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I've been writing with it for a few days now, and it's a good pen. It's a good pen. Good. It's the first ballpoint pen that I have liked in a very, very long time.
Okay.
Before this, I was actually using. I used to buy these like markers at Glick Arts, and they're good, but I don't know. This just feels better. So anyway, if you're looking for a pen, check the show notes. I could highly recommend this one.
I will have to keep looking at that. Yes.
Yes. All right, buddy. What else we got? Anything?
I don't know. I think that's enough. Is that enough? Is that a show?
Might be enough.
Is that a show?
I think this is a show.
50 minutes. That's good enough.
52 by my watch, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, we're on the internet. Doingtheirbest.com. We have a Mastodon thing, doingtheir.best. You can find me there at Paul. Drew's there at Pittsburgh. Where else you at, Drew? What are you doing?
I'm still on the Bird site from time to time. I have a real hard time with the Mastodon thing right now. I just need to buy, what's the name of that app?
Ivory.
I need to buy Ivory.
Yes.
I was trying to post pictures of my AI generated art that I made of myself. You can find those over on Twitter and on my Instagram. But okay. I've been trying to train a neural network on my face.
Okay.
And it turns out I just look like a used car salesman. All the pictures are of me in a tie next to a car.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try to get them. Actually, here I'll put them on Mastodon right now. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta go to Google Photos.
Okay.
We're gonna put these into the Fediverse right now, live on the air. So if you're listening to this, you should go to Mastodon and
real time follow up. I also just ordered a green .38 millimeter, whatever it was, the Uni Jetstream pen. I also ordered one coming tomorrow. Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna do an exclusive D&D character I made of myself on here too.
Okay.
How do I download all of these pictures?
I don't know.
Google Photos is weird. Downloading 8 items. Photos-01. Okay. So I need to extract these. Extract all. Yep. Did it.
Okay.
So then we go to the Fediverse. Here's some AI art work of me trying to look menacing. Okay. Attach.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Downloads. What? Why? What? How come it's not finding this folder of downloads? That
I don't know what you're doing.
I did extract all.
Okay, where'd they go? Probably
download.
Desktop.
There it is. No, they're not on my desktop. Shut up. I was actually trying to also do some like tattoo concepts
of yourself or tattoos for you.
Yeah, but I'm too much of a pussy.
I mean, they hurt, but what are you gonna do?
All right, there.
Tattoos. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna keep pulling to refresh. There it is. I see. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Hold on. There's more. There's more bad AI art of me.
Oh my god! These are the best things ever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hold on, I got a couple more. I got a couple more maybe looking like you could totally trust me with your money. Hold on.
Dude, that one in the purple tank top is just so good.
I want a bird tattoo, all right?
Oh. I know what Daddy's doing later.
There you go. There's me. There's some more.
Okay.
The one of me with the robot arms I thought was pretty cool. The gun was a little deformed, but I kind of like the way that one turned out. People tell me I need to smile more. I need to train on a smile.
Oh. All right, I'm still waiting. Here's more. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. There's you in the cars. Yep.
Yep.
The suit. Oh, that's
those are on my Instagram. But if you follow us on doingthere.best, there's more bad AI art.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Obviously, there's more training to be done. I need more pictures of my face from different angles.
Oh, that is so cool. Oh.
Yeah. The one in the green shirt was the first one I generated. And I think that's the closest one to like what my face actually looks like.
Yeah.
And the pictures that I used, I had like 3 really good high quality pictures of myself that I trained it on. And then I used my Opal camera to take like 5 more pictures. And the day that I took the 5 pictures, I was wearing a green shirt. So I think it's overtrained on green things.
Got it.
So there's like green ties and like green guns and like, yeah, there's a lot of green. I gotta make it not do so much green. I'm surprised I got a blue tank top in that one picture, honestly.
I like how like in your D&D one where like it tried to put like ravens.
It really tried. Well,
it tried.
I wanted feather armor.
Okay.
And I did like I think the prompt that I gave it was like feather armor, black feathers, raven feathers, and it was like, okay, ravens. And it was here's various bits of ravens that I know about.
Oh. Yeah, there's no complete ravens in there.
No, there really isn't.
Yeah,
there really isn't.
Just vaguely raven-like shapes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Well, now we can end.
Now we're done. Thanks for listening, everybody. Oh.